What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I would like to talk about Jessie Bates, but if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you'll know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content, hit that like button for your boy. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys for your continued support, continuing to share out my content on all the social media platforms. If you'd like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is the $ Jew Talk Sports. And if you'd like to be a part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So as I mentioned in today's video, I do want to talk about free agent Jessie Bates. He is the former Cincinnati Bengals free safety. He goes about 6'1", 200 pounds, and he is one of the names that has been trickling, or a name that's kind of been percolating around the Atlanta Falcons community. It's possibly a guy that the Falcons could sign in free agency this offseason. Recently, there was a video released of Jessie Bates out at a bar with Kyle Pitts, AJ Terrell, and Casey Hayward. This doesn't mean that he's going to sign with the Atlanta Falcons. Because I did do a little bit of research and digging and basically found out that Jessie Bates and those guys on our team, Casey Hayward, AJ Terrell, and Kyle Pitts, they have the same agent. So that could be a reason why they know each other or why they were hanging out, because it's the off season. But hopefully those Atlanta Falcons players put a bug in Jessie Bates' ear or tried to recruit him to our Atlanta Falcons, because I do believe he will be a good fit with our Atlanta Falcons, depending on how much money he's looking for in free agency. Now that the Falcons do have cap space, I could see Jessie Bates as one of the guys the Falcons could target in free agency. He is a really good free safety. He's had 14 interceptions in his career. He's had 3 forced fumbles in his career, and he's been a guy notorious for getting over 100 tackles in a season. Out of his first 5 seasons in the league, his first 3 seasons, he had over 100 tackles for the Cincinnati Bengals. He is a guy that's very good at coming down in run support and making tackles. And he seems to always be in the right place at the right time, coming up with interceptions, whether it's a ball ricocheting off of a defender, another defender, or ricocheting off of a receiver, and him being, Johnny on the spot, being in the right position at the right time to make the catch. It seems like he's just always around the football, a playmaker, always making big plays at the right time. He is one of the leaders of that Cincinnati Bengals defense. He was one of the captains of their defense on the back half of their defense. So I definitely think that he will be a good signing for the Falcons. He's about 26 years old, but he has a lot, left in the tank, and he's a guy that's basically in his prime. So I definitely think that he will be a good pickup for our Atlanta Falcons. Another thing that I went and looked at, which I thought would be huge, is we always talk about availability being the best ability. And he's a guy that hasn't been injured a lot in his career. He's only missed like 1 or 2 games in his whole 5-year career. So he's been a guy that usually plays all 16 or now 17 games in the regular season. So that's a huge deal when you're signing a guy in free agency. You kind of want to know his injury history. Has he been injured? Most guys, we know that they say the injury rate in the NFL is like 100%. So that means that this guy's also not afraid to play through, little nicks and bruises and things of that nature as well. That could bode well for our Falcons. So I definitely think he could be a great signing for our Falcons. You guys know I believe in having veterans on your team because we're a really young football team. He's a guy who could definitely come in and teach some of these younger guys like the Richie Grants, like the Jalen Hawkins, which I like both of our young safeties a lot as well. But he can come in and teach this young secondary that we have some things about how to win in this league, being that he's played with the Bengals over the last 2 years. The Bengals has won a lot of football games. He played in a Super Bowl, so he knows how to do it at the highest level, and that could be something that could really help this Falcons team as well as we continue to build this winning culture, being that he's coming over from a team within the last 2 years that made deep playoff runs. He could definitely be one of those guys to help these young guys understand how to close games and understanding the small nuances of the game. So I definitely think that Jessie Bates will be a a good signing, and he's a guy that we definitely should keep our eye on in free agency as free agency opens up next month in March. I definitely think that he could be a player that the Falcons could target. But you guys, let me know what your thoughts are on Jessie Bates. Do you think that he would fit this Atlanta Falcons scheme and fit with the Atlanta Falcons roster? I definitely think that he could be a guy because he already has that camaraderie with some of the guys that he shares an agent with. Like AJ Terrell, those guys will be basically in a secondary together. Casey Hayward, who's still an Atlanta Falcon, those guys already have that camaraderie. So I definitely could see, him fitting in perfect with this young Atlanta Falcons team. But with that being said, I have a lot more content coming for you guys as always. But if you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button for your boy. Definitely continue to share out my content. But as always, Falcons Nation, rise up, be blessed. Peace.